In this video you will learn everything you need to know about TFL Topographical Assessment. In the assessment you have 90 minutes to answer 25 questions. It's important to read each question carefully. The assessment is computer-based, and you will use the mouse but not the keyboard. There are two types of questions: multiple choice questions and route plotting questions. Multiple choice questions give you answer options from which to choose. It is important to read the question carefully, as it may tell you to select more than one answer. Many of the multiple choice questions are based on the A to Z Master Atlas of Greater London. There will be a copy of the atlas on your desk for you to use during your assessment. You will not be allowed to make notes during your assessment. Some of the question require you to look up the index. It is a good idea to practice looking up information in an A to Z index. When you practice, look as much as information on the index as random questions will be taken from there, and therefore this assessment is time sensitive. So you want to complete these questions as soon as possible and move to the other sections. You may be asked to look up places in the index and then use the information to locate them. An example of these type of questions is: what is the nearest station to Ashfield Ho? W14? To answer these type of questions using the A to Z Atlas, you will need to learn what a grid reference is and how to use it to find the answer. Other type of questions require you to demonstrate knowledge of compass points and directions from A to B. This means that you must learn the compass points before the assessment, and the following guidance will help you to do that. The compass have 4 main points as follows: north, south, west, and east. Then we have 4 other points in between the main 4 as follows: northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. It is very important that you memorize this guide, as questions will be based on the compass points, where you will need to identify locations based on this. Next we will be looking at other type of questions as multiple choice questions. This is an example of multiple choice question. Read the question carefully, and in this example you need to click and select the correct answer from the drop-down menus. In other multiple choice questions without drop-down menu where you will need to select the correct answer, you can answer the questions from the assessment in any order you like. If you wish to go to particular question, or if you wish to check your answers, you can search for any question by clicking Review Assessment button. When you click, you will see a little box on the right bottom of the screen, where you can go to any question. The questions that you already answer will be in green, and those that are yet to be answered will be in red. Remember that you can always change the answer by going back to the question before the time runs out. Other type of questions on the assessment are route plotting questions. How to plan a route. The best approach towards these questions is: first read the question carefully, and if anything isn't enough clear, read it again, as this will minimize the chance of mistake. Remember that these questions are the most important from the assessment, as they gives you the most points. Separate videos with route planning questions training will be uploaded in the channel, so make sure you watch them carefully to understand the best practices of planning route. On the screen you can see the example question of planning a route, where the start point is marked with green and the end point is marked with red. Please remember this, as is you reverse the starting point with ending point will lead to 0 points to be given for. The most important is to read the information on the left side of the screen before you start. This tells you where to start, where to stop, the route drawing process, including how to move the map, or make the map bigger and smaller. It might also tells that there is a road closure, so you cannot use it to draw through this road. And this will be specified under section called Note. On the assessment there will be a sheet on your desk that tells you what all of the on-screen buttons do. Remember that you must base your route plan on the map you're looking at, and not on any knowledge you might have in particular area. Now let's see an example route. On the screen you will see the following sections. On the left will be the question. You have the interactive map. Start point is a green marker. The end point is a red marker. The control buttons are on top of the screen. To navigate the map, hold down the left-click mouse button and drag and release. To zoom in or out, use the scroll wheel on the mouse, or you can use the plus and minus buttons to the top left on the interactive map. Detailed video of how to draw and what you will need to avoid will be uploaded separately. So make sure you're watching it too. When you finish your question, click Next Question to proceed, and remember to not click Submit, as the Submit button closes your assessment, and once your assessment is closed, cannot be retrieved. You must only click the Submit button when you're sure that you have answered every single question. Cost of assessment. The TFL Topographical assessment costs £36 when taken for the first time, and £16 for a resit. Assessment Centre information. Topographical testing is currently undertaken at our TFL driver assessment centres at Pier Walk and West Kensington. Don't forget to watch the other videos on how to plan a route, as these questions are the most important, as they gives you the most points in the assessment, and not filling them correctly will lead to assessment resit. Thanks for watching.